Hey guys, welcome to a very special episode of Take 5. I'm your host, Carla Salinas. Now you may have noticed something a little different today. Today we're throwing it back to the retro days. So when you think of retro, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple times, before we had smartphones and actually had to come out of our house for entertainment. Maybe you'd knock on your neighbor's house and head over to an arcade. Well, get ready for some nostalgia because photojournalist Rick Velasquez is taking us to the Flex Arcade Room in McAllen.
My name is Chris Rodriguez. I am one of the owners here at the Flux. The Flux is the home of the $5 arcade. So here at the Flux, we have vintage arcades, video games, toys, cards, collectibles, all the goodness, comic books, everything you want. What we do is we sell your childhood. So we have vintage stuff. Stuff like this is what we have. This is what we pride ourselves on. Finding stuff like this is very hard. These are dying breeds. These are dying things. You don't see them anymore. They're going extinct. We have arcades in the back. We have roughly around 25, give or take. They are vintage, so they're all old school. So you're going to be getting old school feel. You're going to come in, you're going to play old school arcades. Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, all that goodness we have in the back. You pay $5, you play all day, or as long as you want. Come and go as you please all day. So you can go out to eat, you can come back, anything, and you'll be able to come back with your wristband through the whole day. So $5 all day. The Flux has been around for quite a while now. It was just a couple of guys trying to figure out, one sells toys, the other one has arcades. And we're like, you know what? What if we put them together? Many moons ago, when there was a place called the Central Mall, I had a place there called the One Stop Shop. And it was very similar to what you see here, except we didn't have the arcades. That was my dream. Being able to get here where we're at now is like super rewarding. One of the cool things is when you see somebody come in, the coolest thing is seeing, father and son, mom, child, anybody, like the parents and the kids coming in, and the parents saying, this is what I used to do. The Flux is love, love is a flux. I'm saying that because that's kind of a slogan that we have here. Love is everything, everything. You get everything with love. And come to the Flux and be a part of the Flux family. We'll take care of you, we'll make sure we take care of you. We'll go above and beyond for you guys, because if it isn't for people that don't come in here, we wouldn't even be here. So the Flux is love, and we love everyone.
There's something really special about vinyl records. It's kind of like a look into the past. So for this week's Empowering the RGB, we're at Far Out Records, where photojournalist Rick Velasquez takes us inside.
I'm Zachary Myers.
I'm Rebecca Myers.
From Far Out Records, and I am co-owner.
And I'm one of the co-owners of Far Out Records.
We just opened up March 25th, but we have been selling records since 2017 as Soundstream Records. My friend Isaac and I and our wives are music enthusiasts. We just got to a point where we figured we could share that passion of music, love for music, passion for collecting with others as well. We felt like the Valley needed a record store, a comfortable record store, a fun record store, something that the art and music community could be a part of.
And when we opened, several people said, we need something like this in the Valley. There's not that many record stores. So to be able to give people access to experiencing music in that way has been really awesome. got just a little bit of everything. We've got some rock, some pop, some jazz, some funk, and some disco.
And we also have a section for country, a blues section. These two bins that are Spanish genres, so conjunto, norteño, cumbias.
And something that I'm personally excited about is we've got a little of local pressed music from local artists that originally maybe didn't get as much circulation as, you know, some of the other music out there.
We quickly came across just an overwhelming amount of locally pressed music. And we're seeing on the back it says pressed in Harlingen, pressed in McAllen, pressed in San Benito. We do want to preserve music. We want to preserve our musical history here in South Texas, and also just the art of collecting.
The most rewarding part of being able to open up a store like this is just seeing other people's excitement when they find something that they've been looking for. Or, you know, we have a little listening station here, maybe they haven't heard this record yet, but they put it on and they listen to the music and they fall in love with it. There's just nothing quite like it as far as the sound. If you're someone that listens to vinyl, it's got a little warmer of a sound and also sounds a little bit more true to what the artist may have sounded like live.
Far Out Records wants to offer a curated experience. We don't have as much inventory as maybe other places, but what you're gonna find, we want it to be quality.
So come see us at Far Out Records. We're open Wednesday through Saturdays, 1 to 6.
Okay guys, we've taken you to an arcade and a record store, but we've only dipped our toes into this retro special. Elvis drinking milkshakes in an old-timey car and cool guitars. And did I mention Elvis? Take 5 reporter Trista Castillo is ready to take you to the 1950s.
Today we're in the city of Pharr, taking you back in time at Snack Stop Diner. As you enter the doors, you'll see priceless antiques, cars, and of course, rock and roll legends. But that's only scratching the surface. The story began 10 years ago when the Elizondo family had an idea to create a back-in-time experience for the RGV.
Always been like a fan of like the 50s and the 60s.
Nayeli Elizondo is the manager of the Snack Shop Diner and is also part of the family business. She says it was her father's hobby of collecting antiques that inspired the restaurant.
I guess it was just one day like, hey, I really want to open this place and I really like this theme. Like, I'm just gonna start like collecting little things here and there.
Her father, Geraldo Elizondo, gave us a small tour of the diner and said he actually repaints and repairs almost all of the memorabilia he finds.
He finds everything himself, and sometimes we can just be here, you know, it's a normal day at work, and he's like, oh, I just bought a 1950s car.
Speaking of cars, there are 3 real cars in the diner that all have their own story.
I do know that this car right here was like the first pink car, and it was called like La Femme, like for females, so they kind of like advertise it like perfect for females.
The diner has recently gained traction through social media. Now, local musicians have even used their location to shoot music videos.
There's Magali de la Rosa, there's also this band called La Rocola, and it's really funny because, I mean, La Rocola is kind of like the 50s, 60s style, so it's pretty cool.
Not only is this place Instagram worthy, there are some amazing snacks.
The snacks that are most popular, I want to say the fresas con crema. The crema, it's actually my mom's recipe, and we had the same recipe since we opened.
And if you need options,
we also have a vegan menu. And that's actually something that I run because I'm vegan myself, so that also makes us really unique because I know that there's a lot of restaurants that don't have the variety.
Like Elvis says, this place will have you all shook up.
We are located at 5808 South Cage Boulevard in Pharr, Texas. But I really hope that people see us and they come and join and really enjoy the environment and bring their family and their friends and everyone they know.
If you're ready to rock and roll, come on down to the Snack Stop Diner for a fun blast from the past. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
Hey everyone, we're at Power Jump It in McAllen. We're also here with the owner, Vanessa Naya, who's going to teach us a workout of a lifetime. I'm super excited. What about you, Carla?
I'm so excited. So I actually have to admit, I've seen this all over social media. So I'm so excited to get started.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Let's start with a triangle. So we're gonna go front, right, back. Ready? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Front, side, back. Front, side, back. Front, side, back. There you go. Good job. Side, back. Front, side, back. Front. Okay, good.
Okay, so do you guys remember those, speaking of retro, do you guys remember those little infomercials with the shoes? And like,
yes.
It was for the kids. I feel like I'm healing my inner child right now. Yeah. I'm so happy.
It is, it's an awesome workout and it's so much fun.
Yeah, I already feel it. I already feel the cardio and all the sweat coming out of my body.
It is cardio, but each boot weighs 4 pounds. So we have added weight. So we burn 25% more calories than with any other workout. We do have songs with choreographies to make it fun. Okay, we incorporate, we do lots of legs, obviously. Your knees.
Like this?
Lift your knees, yeah. Yeah. So you can feel those 4 pounds on the boot.
Oh my God.
It's so heavy.
I really do.
Whew. So where did this idea come from? How long have you been in business?
It originated in Europe. It's huge over there. They have a huge community, a Kangoo Jumps community. And it's barely starting to spring up over here in the US, but
it's so much fun. I'm dying though.
I'm gonna take a breather really quickly.
And this is an amazing workout because it works our lymphatic system. So there's people that come in and they actually don't sweat at all and end up, activating the lymphatic system and just sweating and getting rid of all those toxins, and it's amazing.
So if people want to come to a class, how can they get more information?
You follow us on Instagram, Facebook under Power Jump It. There we go. Send me a message and we can get you in to try out a class. Okay. Everybody can do it. I've had kids, from 8, 9 years to women that are 63 years old, and they're amazing. The good thing is everybody takes it at their own pace. Okay, so if you're a beginner, no worries. I will always tell everybody, stay in place, jog in place. Yeah, the magic here is the rebounding, not the choreographies or what we do. Rebounding. Google it, benefits of rebounding, and it works at a cellular level, okay? All the trillions of cells in our body because of the rebounding.
All right, Vanessa, one more time, where can people find you?
Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram under Power Jump It, and you can message me on there, and I'll see you here.
Yes, we will. We'll see you here at Power Jump It in McAllen.
Coming up, some of these motorcycles span several decades. We're cruising over to the South Texas Motorcycle Museum when Take 5 returns. It's a really good time to appreciate these frozen in time motorcycles that date back a few decades. Take 5 photojournalist Jonathan Camacho is taking us to the South Texas Motorcycle Museum.
In the middle of Edinburgh is the South Texas Motorcycle Museum, where dozens of classic motorcycles are on display. If you're a motorcycle enthusiast, this might be heaven on earth.
We've had people come here, as soon as they hit the door, they say, oh my goodness, gracious. They've never seen nothing like it before.
David Garcia is a volunteer and the secretary treasurer of the museum. He says the museum's main mission is
The goal of this museum is to try to educate the people on the history and the life of the motorcycle.
and to celebrate these incredible two-wheeled vehicles.
Roughly we have 100 motorcycles here from 1913 up. We have mainly Indians and Harley Davidsons, a few of the other imports. A lot of them still run.
Now you're probably thinking, where did all these bikes come from?
They came from Mr. Mike Sweeney, which is an orthopedic surgeon here years back in McAllen, and he moved. He didn't want to sell them and have them go into the wrong hands, so we came up with the museum idea.
So, which bikes are visitors most drawn to?
For a lot of people that come in, the ones that stand out are the ones here in the center, which are from 1914, 1930s and stuff like that. And then we have the Easy Rider replica back there also. There's a lot to see in here.
And as for David,
Well, really, to me, all of them.
the Motorcycle Museum is a non-profit organization run and managed by volunteers who are eager to conserve the history of bikes. We got to take a look at the oldest bike at the museum.
This right here is a 1913 Indian board track racer. Board track racing was outlawed in 1914 because it was too dangerous not only for the motorcycle driver but for the crowd too. They would fly into the stands. This bike here is 110 years old already.
And the most recent.
This one here is our newest one. It's a 2018 Indian. You can see how much they've evolved in 100 years. From no radio to radio and everything in between.
With all of these motorcycles, you can only imagine the number of roads these motorcycles have seen.
I wish they could talk and then we could really understand the stories they have behind them.
The museum is located at 403 East Richardson Road in Edinburgh.
What I'd really like to see is a lot of people from the valley to come check it out, so they can be educated about these motorcycles and stuff like that. Well, I just want to mention that we did it for the valley because there's very few places like this that even exist anymore, and the valley should be proud to have something like this.
For more information, visit their website at stxmm.net. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
Hey guys, we're back with another Made in the 956 Extra with Channel 5 News anchor Trey Serna. Trey, I heard today we're talking about someone who's using his past to inspire others.
Yes, definitely. So his name is Jonathan Medina, and he's a motivational speaker. So Jonathan grew up as a migrant worker. He didn't have parents around. He had a very tough childhood, but he excelled in school, he excelled in his studies, he excelled in sports, and now he's using that to basically become a voice of motivation to students across the country. He's a motivational speaker now, travels to schools everywhere. I caught up with him when he went to Rio Hondo High School. That's the school he graduated from, and he was there talking to students to help inspire them.
And so Trey, I heard that he's doing something really special for our Valley community.
Yes, he is. So first off, you can find out more information about his business. It's called topschoolspeakers.com. And you can find out what he does there, all the speakers that he has and all that good stuff. But the gift that he has for the Valley is freegiftfromjonathan.com. And he wants to basically offer a free book to Valley students, teachers, and parents. He has a bunch of books on there offering advice on just how to excel in school and in life, and just a bunch of good positive messages.
And Trey, where can people go to for more information?
Yes, you can check out his company's website at topschoolspeakers.com. He has information on there for teachers, for parents, and for students.
Thank you so much for joining us, Trey.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay guys, coming up, an organization in Sullivan City saving pigs, dogs, and horses. How you can help next. The Yaki Animal Rescue is a no-kill nonprofit rescue located in Sullivan City. As a nonprofit, they rely on the community support to keep doing what they're doing. They hold events to raise money like this year's Gulf Open 2023. And here to tell us more about it is Alyssa Cerrone. Alyssa, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having us.
So before we get started on the event, tell us a little bit about the work that Yaki does.
So we are a no-kill animal rescue located in Sullivan City. We have about 80 acres of land, and we have about 250 animals in our care, and that includes dogs, cats, pigs, horses. We've even rescued possums. So we've rescued almost any animal that you can think of. And we just work really hard to take these stray and abandoned animals and find them their forever homes.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I've actually been before, and I can truly attest to the amazing work that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
So tell us about this year's Golf Open.
So this is actually our 5th annual Golf Open. We started doing it before the start of COVID, and then we had to take a break, so we're coming back stronger than ever. And it is our biggest fundraising event of the year. 100% of the proceeds go directly to the animals in our care. It's gonna be on Monday, May 8th at the McAllen Country Club. And what's really great about that is it's a beautiful course and it's private. So if you're not a member there, you normally can't go play there. But for this specific day and tournament, you can come play golf at the McAllen Country Club.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it's gonna be so much fun. So Alyssa, why is it so important to hold events like this for Yaki?
It's important because we don't actually receive any funding from our local cities or government, and so we rely on donations from kind people. So we throw these fundraising events, and very generous donors will donate to us through these events, and that's what helps us support our mission.
So where can people go to if they want to get involved?
So if they want to get involved with the golf tournament, they can actually just send us a message on Facebook or Instagram. We are looking for sponsorships right now, so any local businesses that want to play in the tournament and also support Yaki Animal Rescue can reach out to us there. We also have team packages that are $375. 3 different players can play. And it's gonna be a really fun day of golf. We'll have prizes on every single hole, food, drinks, and just a ton of fun.
Here's a list of events happening across the valley that you don't want to miss. The Rio Grande Valley Home and Garden Show is happening today at the McAllen Convention Center from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You'll find everything you need to solve your home and garden projects under one roof. Admission is free for all ages. Thank you so much for joining us on today's special Retro Sunday show. We hope you had a great time visiting these really unique places with us. Please go show them some love for us, and we're back next week with more fun. Until then, have a great rest of your week, guys.